Welcome back to the Attack the Rack YouTube channel. This is the Attack the Rack podcast with myself, Big Mo, and Trent.
Guys, every family party or social event needs something special. Bubba's Bounce House Rentals LLC can do that for you. They provide inflatable bounce houses and water slides on top of great service in the West Michigan Lakeshore area. Call Bounce Master Sam at 616-485-0257 today and mention Attack the Rack to get $25 off your next rental. Also, find Bubba's Bounce House Rentals LLC on Facebook. Bubba's Bounce House Rentals. All we rent is fun.
All right, guys. It's Halloween today. We are recording it on on Halloween, Thursday night. This will come out Friday morning, bright and early. It is Halloween. Today's top three we'll get to at the end of the program. Top three favorite trick-or-treat Halloween candy. Guys, in your, what do we call it usually? Side hustle jobs. You guys are both full-time teachers. Do you guys dress up today for school?
No.
That's a distraction to the education system. We don't do that.
I like it. I like it. I'm sure you guys are wearing shirts and ties tucked in into some dress pants, looking all professional day in and day out. I love it.
You know it.
How about this weather we're having?
Yeah, it's weird. It's like really nice out.
But it's crazy windy though too.
Yeah, but the last few days have been like 70 something, so it's weird.
It is. It is.
Climate change, guys. Climate change.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now I don't know if you remember, but 365 days ago,
Whoa.
Halloween 2023, it was snowing. I don't know if you remember that. We got about 2 or 3 inches of snow just 365 days ago on Halloween 2023.
Big
I do
difference.
remember, Kurt. I was outside giving out candy.
Yeah, you handed out candy tonight?
I need to go buy some if I'm going to do that.
Well, it's not too late. You're going to have time. Well,
True.
maybe not.
It starts
Yeah,
in 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. All right. Trent, then, well, yeah, I guess we're going to be recording during trick-or-treat time. Trent, I hope that doesn't affect your plans to hand out candy.
Not at all.
Do kids come up into your little neck of the woods there?
I don't think so.
Okay. Were you living there last year at Halloween?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, let's start with last night. Los Angeles Dodgers defeated the New York Yankees in the World Series. It was Game 5. It looked like it was going to be a sweep. And then the Yankees had a nice little Game 4 there to force a Game 5. A lot of people were then predicting they were going to force a Game 6, which has never happened in the history of Major League Baseball World Series, where a team down 3-0 ends up getting to a Game 6. That didn't happen, although early on in the game, Trent, it sure did look like it.
Yeah. The bats came alive the last couple games for the Yankees, which was a change of pace. We had Judge had that drop, I think, in the whatever. It led to the huge inning, which was tough. It kind of deflated his home run.
Yeah, which was nice to see him finally hit one. He's been ice cold.
Yeah.
But he crushed that one.
How about Freddie Freeman, though?
Unbelievable.
He's like, I think he was making some records hitting home runs in consecutive games or something like that.
Yeah, he hit one in the first 4. He didn't hit one last night, did he?
No, I think Judge robbed one.
Yeah. So he hit one in the first 4 games of the series. And then in the last World Series he was in, he hit in the last 2 games. So he had a 6-game streak of World Series games hitting a home run.
Yeah, it's crazy. And he's not even known to be like super power hitter, home run kind of guy, but he's got the pop, I guess.
Yeah. And then former Tiger pitcher, Big Mo, Jack Flaherty, started the game and didn't go so hot for him.
Oh, the World Series is over?
It's over.
I must have missed that.
Jack Flaherty, what do you think?
I don't think we need him back as being we as in Tigers fans.
No, because that was the talk that maybe he was gonna uh, possibly maybe because they just signed him through, or he just was his contract was up at the end of the season here with the Dodgers. And
Yeah,
there's a possibility maybe he'd go right back to the Tigers, but
maybe we can get him for half off now.
yeah, a discounted rate.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, one other major story here in the World Series, it was it game 4, right? The In the first inning, the fly ball down the right first baseline. Uh, Mookie Betts went to catch the ball, and one Yankees fan opened up his glove, tried to rip the ball out, while his buddy is grabbing Mookie Betts' arm. Never seen anything like that before.
No, that was pretty sweet though.
Yeah.
He really wanted that ball.
Oh, that was crazy. It was hilarious. Those guy or the guy that ripped the glove apart. He was on Barstool Rundown yesterday. What a character that guy is.
Did he still look drunk? I feel like he just had that drunk look to
He,
him.
he sounded like it, and he was banned then from last night's game, and his buddy, and but they were still. Here's how crazy what this guy is. He's like very meticulous about and very superstitious. So in game 4, after he got kicked out of the game, he went to the I guess there's a local sports bar right there by Yankee Stadium called Billy's, I think they said. And so that's where a lot of people hang out before, during, and after the game. So after he got kicked out, he went over to Billy's and found this spot there and just stayed in that one spot. And then the Yankees ended up winning. So you know how Barstool does the from the gambling cave, like the live streams where they're all watching the games.
Mhm.
They invited him to join them. Even they also Mike Francesca, the famous sports talk radio host, was going to join the Barstool guys watching the game. So celebrity was going to be there, and this guy still turned them down because he had to go back to Billy's and he had to be in that same spot to watch Game 5.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it looked good for him for a while.
Yeah, and they did. They started out hot, but
Yeah, they
He's
were.
now regretting that decision, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean, who knows?
Because what a connection to make at Barstool, and then you probably have nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
No,
They didn't
100%.
win.
I mean, this guy's personality is incredible. Let's say he goes on this stream, displays his crazy personality, and all of a sudden Portnoy maybe offers him a job.
Yeah. Yeah, he screwed that one up. And they lost.
Yeah. Now here's the crazy. Did you guys see that clip of Rob Gronkowski talking about it? He was on some show and he's talking about it. And he's like, "Oh yeah, and that's that guy was my friend at University of Arizona."
Oh my God.
That was his buddy.
Yeah, like the whole group of them, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now we've ended baseball. No more baseball.
Oh man, darn it. No more baseball?
Yeah, Big Mo's disappointed.
Yeah, when's the WNBA starting again?
Give me a real season, guys. Come on. Baseball. Was that even a sport, baseball?
America's game.
Oh,
America's
no.
pastime, yeah.
Used to be.
As American as apple pie. Well, basketball, fellas, is just getting underway here. NBA. College basketball is starting up real soon. I don't know if you guys saw this. So, did the Celtics end up beating the Pacers last night, or no?
I don't know. Let me check.
I don't think they did.
Yeah, I mean Pacers won in overtime, 135-102. So the Celtics are no longer undefeated. They are 4-1 on the young season.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow. Whoa. Hold the presses. They're 4-1. Okay, go ahead, Kurt.
season over. No. So crazy Kendrick Perkins, who has make some outrageous takes on ESPN. He's an ESPN personality. Outrageous takes, both sports related, politically related, social related. The guy's a nut job, along with many of the ESPN personalities nowadays, let's be honest. Um, he said yesterday in the pregame show that he thinks this Boston Celtics team ranks among the best teams of all time. So, Big Mo, let's start with you. First of all, before we get into maybe some of where we think they do rank among some of the best, do you think there's an argument to be made for them to be the best team of all time?
Oh, not even close. I mean, seriously, what are you drinking?
I know.
KP? I mean, first of all, they've won one championship. So, I mean, I got to imagine to be considered even up there with the best, you better win at least back to back.
Sure.
Um, that puts you in a probably pretty elite company. But obviously, two really good players. Do they have a third?
Well, Derek White, I mean, he was on the Olympic
Yeah,
team.
yeah, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Derek White. Good role player.
Drew Holiday.
Maybe Holiday, good defensive
Yeah.
player. Two
Yeah.
stars. So no, it doesn't put him in elite company yet, and being 4-1 on the early NBA season does not qualify for anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming he was, they're coming off a championship season. They started off 4-0, looking amazing, putting up all these points, hitting all these threes, and his brain malfunctioned and realized, or forgot to realize, I should say, that at that juncture we were only 4 games in to this season. Trent, do you think there's an argument to be made for the Boston Celtics to be the greatest team of all time at this juncture?
No, not even close to one of the greatest of all time. I mean, look at some of the
look who we're talking about. We got to be the Bulls.
Yeah.
The run of Celtics long before that.
Yeah.
The Golden State teams.
The,
Yep.
the Lakers in the 80s when they win 5, and then the Lakers
Lakers.
in the early 2000s.
The Spurs went
Yeah.
went back to back.
Spurs won a bunch. Pistons went back to back.
And the Heat with LeBron and D Wade and Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
Now that trophy for Wade, they had dropped to the bottom of that pile because
Yeah,
The statue.
that is bad.
it's just not even close.
No,
I mean, I think we just listed what we said. Bull.
like 8.
What's that?
I think we listed like 8.
Yeah, 8 teams that were all time better than this Celtics team as of now. I mean, potentially could you? I don't even know if I could see them getting into that echelon of those great teams. I mean,
No, they have some of the best role players in the world right now. I think
yeah,
like Al Horford, Drew Holiday, and Derek White are all
guys that know how to play their spot, their role, accept it, and excel at it. Definitely.
I think
Yeah.
they're great role players, and that's what makes them really good.
yeah.
But not a top team all time. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and also that to have a top, I mean, to have a team like that, you've got to have an all-time, top player. Is
Yeah.
in Jason Tatum, certainly he's a phenomenal player, one of the best in the league right now, but he's not in the echelon of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Scottie Pippen, Tim Duncan, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Isaiah Thomas, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, the Celtics teams with Bill Russell, the Celtics teams with Larry Bird. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Clearly wasn't thinking, Mr. Perkins.
Um, who do you guys think is the best team of all time?
Probably that Warriors team.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one? The one that had Kevin Durant or the one without Kevin?
Yeah. With Kevin Durant. I would probably put them up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you had Clay in his prime. You had all 3 of them in their peak, pretty much. Maybe KD a little bit less as a peak, but he's still pretty dominant.
You think and their little run, I thought the NBA, as you look back on it, appeared to be a little down.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the dominance of the hey, go find the super teams, but
Yeah. That was kind of when
compared
that
to,
first started. Yeah.
yeah, I'd probably. I mean, I'd put the one of the Bulls teams, probably the Bulls 72-10 team.
Yeah. I would agree. I just feel like with Mike, I just don't think that he can beat a Michael Jordan team.
No, no.
Um, the Warriors maybe would be close, but and then the Warrior and then Draymond Green was their fourth. Who was that? Who do you remember who their fifth starter was on that team?
Probably
Iguodala or no?
no, it was probably well, he was on the team,
Okay.
but probably Looney,
Okay.
Kayvon Looney. And
Uh,
I feel like he's been there forever. He's been their center for the last 8 years, probably.
um, so yeah, I don't know. I would take one of the Bulls teams probably. But then what about, I mean, the Lakers teams with Magic, Worthy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? They got to be up there too.
Yeah, yeah, they're probably up there. I just didn't get to watch them at all.
Yeah.
The only the only downfall is I didn't watch a lot of that. Those like better teams, throwback better teams.
The reality is, Trent, you weren't even born yet.
Yeah.
With Magic, James Worthy, and Kareem.
Did Durant win two with Golden State?
I think he
I
only won one.
think
I
one.
thought he only won one, too. But
Yeah.
it was,
I think one.
I guess this kind of precedes the championship team, but didn't Andrew Bogut play for them too?
Yeah,
I
because
think
now they're there's
Bogut
all.
was on that 2015 team.
Bogut was?
Yeah, Harrison Barnes. Did they win one before Durant?
Yeah, they did.
With
Mhm.
Kerr, that was Kerr's first year or something like that.
Yeah, they
And
Durant Durant joined them for 2016, 2017, I think. Is when he
okay.
joined. Yeah.
So Sean Livingston was on that team too.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, he was a great role player.
He was good. And Iguodala must have, because yeah, I think he was the MVP in that finals, the first one.
Yeah, you're right. That's right. He played out of his mind. All right. Let's move on to football, guys. Big story out of Indianapolis. First of all, let's go back to their game last Sunday. Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson took himself out of the game because he was tired. Now, obviously, you guys are coaches. We've all done some coaching. We always preach to our guys in basketball, play until you're tired, and then let us know and we'll get you a sub. I think it's a little bit different in football. I think it's a little bit different if you're the quarterback. You usually don't see a quarterback subbing out of a game because they are tired.
Yeah, wasn't it a big drive too?
I think it was.
It was like third and goal or something like that, and he pulled himself out of the game. Now
Uh,
he's benched because Joe Flacco's starting this week. So
yeah.
I
Uh,
guess he set himself up for that.
yeah, they announced that they're going with Flacco the rest of the season, I think.
Oh, it's the whole season?
Yeah, they benched Richardson for the rest of the year.
Oh, yeah, not a good look for a young quarterback.
And they didn't bench him because of pulling himself out of the game. There's several factors. He hasn't been playing well. He's been injured. Big Mo,
Probably
have you ever seen anything like that out of? I mean, I would guess. Well, I mean, you're the football guy. I would guess probably maybe some offensive linemen, defensive linemen, maybe some defensive players once in a while. Maybe you call for a sub because you need a quick breather, or no, or is it just completely unheard of in football?
I think in football it's probably like a defensive lineman or maybe a running back or a receiver after a catch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Those are your probably common type things. But I think I mean, you're talking high school,
yeah.
you know, college. I mean, in college, I think you see that a little bit defensive linemen put their hand up, hey, I got to get out.
Okay,
Maybe a receiver, maybe a back after a long run.
right.
I didn't see the play where I mean, he said he ran. He ran all over, ran more than he thought he did, and he needed a break. So,
yeah,
I
not a good look.
no, no. Well,
Oh,
and hence, I mean, he wasn't playing that well anyway, so it was probably going to come at some point. This is probably as good as time as any for the Colts to pull the trigger. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, because they do have a shot yet at the playoffs, right? And I guess they're assuming Joe Flacco, who obviously last year with the Browns came on strong. He's played a little bit with the Colts this year, had some success, so probably the right decision.
Yeah, I agree.
Anthony Richardson, though, do we think now is he just gonna float into the off into the sunset, maybe be a career backup now? I mean, in reality, he still hasn't really had consistent, games. He's been injured a lot, and so he hasn't had, consistently been able to play. If he's healthy and he can play game every game, does he still have a shot to maybe be a starter in the NFL, or do you think we've seen enough?
I think he has a shot, but you definitely need to question like his competitive nature, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it dampens kind of like your third and goal and you take yourself out of the game. It kind of you question your competitive spirit a little bit. So I guess if he can kind of prove that and show that he actually wants to win and be there, then I think he could be a starter. I
Yeah.
mean, if Sam Darnold can do it, he can do it.
exactly. Just you never know. I mean, obviously he's got the physical talent and the raw probably or the physical ability and the raw talent. He's going
Yeah.
to get another shot somewhere down the road, you know. And again, I mean, look at Sam Darnold. I mean, holy cow!
Yeah,
There's
pretty
not a person that could have seen that coming.
no,
I- You know,
no,
the other thing is there is a lot of teams that need a quarterback. Quarterback play, I think it's really top heavy. There's some great quarterbacks, and then it just falls off. And I could see, yeah, potentially someone taking a chance on Anthony Richardson in the future because
And there's a ton of teams that just need a backup quarterback.
that too. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
yeah. I feel like the bottom half of the league's quarterbacks are not up to par with the NFL.
No, there's a lot of bad quarterbacks.
Yeah,
Speaking of quarterbacks, Jordan Love, Green Bay Packers taking on our Detroit Lions this Sunday. Huge game in the NFC North. Jordan Love, I heard today, possibly will be playing Sunday. Don't know the accuracy of that. I think that was him talking. So we'll see. Obviously, that would kind of change the landscape of that game. Um, Thoughts on Lions Packers, Big Mo?
Thoughts on Lions Packers playing at Lambeau always tough. But if we're getting weather like this, there's no advantage, right?
Well, I
Uh,
do I do think tomorrow supposed to start to cool back off, but I don't know what the forecast is for Sunday. Big Mo, your audio went out again. And you're frozen. We'll come back to Big Mo. He usually figures it out. So we'll come back to Big Mo. Trent, your thoughts on Lions Packers? I do see here Lions are just a 2.5 point favorite. Um, Big Mo, you back?
I don't know, am I?
Yep, you're back. All
Oh,
right, let's go back to Big Mo. What were you
no,
saying?
you guys are frozen on my screen now. I'm gonna have to give a little what was the the halfway point thing we had used to do, Kurt?
Oh, the halftime adjustment.
The halftime adjustment. T-Mobile.
Yeah,
You've been really good to me for about 5 years, and once I got this new modem from you guys, it has been stinky.
yeah. I would say the last 4 or 5 episodes, you've been kind of in and out. Where a
Yeah,
lot of times you'll free.
this is garbage. T-Mobile
Yeah,
wrap it
might
up.
be changing my service here.
a lot of times
Um,
you freeze, but we can still hear you.
yeah, well, I'm starting to get a little frustrated.
Yeah, I bet.
Lions. No, I think we're the better team. I mean,
Yeah.
is there any doubt? Um,
No.
and I think we're playing well right now. I think as long as we don't try to get too cute, which I felt like we did early on in the year, and I feel like the last couple games it's just been like hit them right in the mouth
Right
and
from the
take care of
jump.
business.
Yeah.
And it won't be anything like it has been the last 2 weeks, but we should be able to control the line of scrimmages. Um, I do think not having a good pass rush against Jordan Love could be a hindrance. So we got to figure out that trade deadline's coming up, and we got to fill that defensive pressure role. So
Yeah, we do.
Campbell and GM, what's his name?
Um, Holmes.
Brad? No,
Holmes.
Holmes. Is it Holmes? Right? Yeah.
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 Let's get with it. Let's get this thing figured out. Let's get a big name in there.
Seriously, what is taking so long?
Well, I think they're waiting for that last second. We're gonna pull a huge name.
Okay.
I'm I got no doubt in my mind that they're just waiting.
Okay.
Right price, baby.
Again, I did mention Jordan Love says he's good to go. I did just look at the injury report. As of now, Thursday night, he is listed as questionable. Um, Trent, what are your thoughts on the big game this week? First place versus second place, first place on the line in the NFC North.
Yeah, we know how Goff plays when he's outside. So we're hoping that he's turned a leaf with outside games and he
Right.
can play well. I think the run game's been so good that we might not have to rely on him throwing it too much. But I kind of hope Jordan Love plays just so we get
Yeah.
see what
I
the
mean,
Packers are really all about.
yeah.
But I think we handle business. I think they understand the assignment and kind of what's at stake, and I feel like Lions are on a good track right now. So I think we'll go in there and win by a touchdown at least.
All right. Um, yeah, no, always tough to play at Lambeau. As you mentioned, Jerry Goff he's a kind of a different quarterback inside versus outside. Granted, last week we were playing the lowly Tennessee Titans, but
They're bad.
you saw what we can do when Jared Goff doesn't, you know, I mean, he didn't have a bad game. He completion percentage wise, he was great, but he only threw it 15 times. So we did see how we can be successful with the run game. But let's also not forget how awesome our special teams was in that game. And I think we did get like 5 takeaways. So it'd be nice to get a takeaway or two. Maybe have our special teams set us up for a
This
couple
is
short
this is the
drives.
type of game where I bet we see like a Jamar Gibbs, Montgomery, each have like 90 to 100 yards, and it's just good. We're controlling the clock, and the Packer offense doesn't even get on the field.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. They each maybe get like 20 carries.
Yep, yep.
That'd be sweet.
A little old school, run it down your throat type of game.
Yeah,
Outside, get perfect opportunity to take the ball out of Goff's hands and kind of let the run set up the pass.
sure, sure. Before we move on to some college football stuff, quick reminder, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel here, the Attack Direct YouTube channel, please do so. It'll take you less than a half a second. It's one quick click. It's free. Free way to support the Attack Direct YouTube channel. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Like the video, comment on the video. All of that helps this video get out into the YouTube verse. All right, college football, fellas. Michigan, Oregon. Um, Big Mo, does Michigan have any chance whatsoever against the Ducks of Oregon?
Are you asking me as an analyst or a Michigan fan, Kurt?
Uh, let's let's start with as a Michigan fan. Yeah, as a Michigan fan.
Well, then hell yeah, they got a chance.
Uh,
I will say,
Obviously it'd be a tough game to win, but um, you never know.
well, I
You're
am a
playing in
little
the
bit,
big house, you're playing at home.
yeah. I am a little surprised the this is still a big line, but I honestly thought it would be like maybe a little bit bigger, Trent. 14 and a half.
yeah,
I thought
I
it'd
would
be like
I
a
would think it would be more towards what it was for Illinois,
yeah,
but I guess you kind of give up some points when you're on the road.
yeah. Trent, you don't really have skin in the game. You're obviously not a Michigan fan. You're an Ohio State fan. So you're coming more at a realistic, analytical standpoint here. What are your thoughts? Does Michigan have any chance in this game?
Mm, I don't want to say no chance because then I would look really dumb if Michigan beats Oregon. But I don't think they are likely to beat Oregon. After watching Oregon's offense against Ohio State, whose defense was historically bad that night, I'm not sure if they can replicate like 600 yards again. Um, but I would say they still probably score somewhere between 30 and 42. And I think it'll be interesting to see what Michigan can do against their defense because they move at a snail's pace. So I don't know how much they'll be able to score against Oregon's defense. And their D line was really good against Michigan State. I thought they dominated up front defensively against Michigan State. But I don't know. I would probably say 35-10 maybe final.
Okay.
Ouch, ouch.
So you got Oregon covering big time.
Yeah, I just think their offense is too good.
Well, I mean, going to get, we've talked about this several times. Big Mo, going into the season, the one thing that the analysts were big up on Michigan was their defense. Going into the season, the defense we thought we had, we thought, I would assume, thought could hang with Oregon's offense. But defensively, Big Mo, what is wrong with the Michigan defense?
I don't know if there's anything wrong with it. I don't think they're just not as deep. So they still get they've got a couple guys that just aren't up to kind of what Michigan has been the last couple of years defensively.
Yeah.
Um, here's what I do think. With Oregon's tempo, Michigan won't be able to blitz as much.
Okay.
And that'd actually be a good thing. So then they won't blitz and we won't be out of position and give up a couple big plays. Now, their tempo could just get us and it might not look as well, but I do think with the tempo Oregon plays, you have to play a lot more base, right? And that takes out some of the things that shake your head when we've watched them this year so far because they blitzed in some of these situations and they just get totally um, when you try to force something short and quick in a blitz, and then they just get beat these deep passes, and it shouldn't happen that way. So um, I I'm gonna go probably like a 31-17 win probably for Oregon.
Okay. So you got them not quite covering.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, Michigan's run game, you think would be able to compete, but the problem is the fact that they cannot pass at all Oregon needs to do is just stack the box. Do we even know who's playing quarterback now this week? It's not Tuttle,
Oh,
he retired.
well, it's Warren, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. They did announce that, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if they announced it, but he started last week, right?
Yeah, he did. He did, but he didn't play that well. And Alex Orji made some things happen on the ground only. He didn't even have a pass attempt.
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't. I think they do exactly like they did last week. It's going to be
okay,
a mixture of the two.
sure.
And it's going to be the problem with that is if it doesn't, like last week it worked out 100% almost correct the whole time.
Yeah,
Every time they subbed in Orgy, it worked out, which is so hard to do, right? Like you
yeah,
got to push every right button. So, and it would take like a perfect game like that again to even have a chance to beat Oregon. So, but it can happen.
yeah. We'll see. Another big game, not only in the Big Ten, but nationally. Number four, Ohio State travels to number three, Penn State for a high noon game. We talked a little bit about this on the last episode. Trent, one thing you were liking for your Buckeyes is that this was a noon game and not a night game. Thoughts going into this game now, Saturday?
Ah, the defense needs to be better. Wow. Hold
What
on.
did you? There we
Everything's shut off.
go.
All right. Defense needs to be better. I don't know what they have to do, but they need to be better. And they need to put pressure on quarterbacks, I think, which is a big part of what makes Ohio State's defense effective is that they're able to do that. Um, I'm not too worried offensively, as long as Will Howard doesn't run the ball all the time. When we have two really good running backs that we can just give the ball to instead. And the wideouts are good, but I just think it comes down to our secondary on defense. And if they can make a couple plays, maybe a turnover or two. And then offensively, I don't know a ton about Penn State's defense, but I think they let up some points. So I think we should be able to score enough. I think it's just the defensive stuff we got to focus on
Yeah,
because it's been bad 2 weeks in a row.
yeah. I think in Ohio State does come into the game as a 3-point favorite. I think we are going to actually see the Ohio State team that we thought we were going to see this week. Um, Obviously, they lost to Oregon, played okay in that game.
Yeah,
Last week did not look good against Nebraska. I think push comes to shove here, and we're going to see the Ohio State team that we thought Ohio State had this year, and I think they're going to come out and dominate, and I think they're going to win this game by at least 2 touchdowns. They're going to destroy Penn State. I think year in, year out, Penn State is a pretender. They get a bunch of wins against teams they should get wins against. They don't do well against other, ranked teams. I think we're going to see a nice big win here for the Buckeyes.
that'd be
Big,
great. That
big.
would be
What you
awesome.
got on this game?
Ohio State probably wins because that is kind of the MO of Penn State. I do
Or
think they
just
are.
or just
I do.
Franklin. It might be a Franklin thing.
It might be a Franklin thing, but I think it was even before Franklin, probably.
With the diddler.
Yeah, was that
Oh,
who was there before that?
Paterno.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Now you say, hey, Diddy, Diddy, who, hey. Um, um, I think I think Penn State keeps it close. I think they've got probably one of their better teams that they've had. Offensively, they're passing a little bit more, throwing it downfield, a little more aggressive on offense than they have been. Um, and I think their defense is just as good as it has been. So I think they give Ohio State a run for their money. I think Ohio State usually pulls it out in the end um, by 3. So I'm going to go 27-24 Buckeyes.
Okay. Other than that, guys, not a lot going on this weekend in college football. There's only one other game featuring two ranked teams. That's number 18 Pittsburgh at number 20 SMU. So definitely all eyes will be on the Ohio State Penn State game. Anything else, guys, before we get into our top three? NBA, NFL, college football, World Series.
Do we want to give a shout out to Bronny Jr. for scoring his first points?
Ah. G League that starts up pretty soon, right? I think.
Oh, he's in the NBA, Kurt.
Well, we'll see. I think I would assume they're going to put him on the G League team. It makes zero sense for him to be on the NBA team.
Oh, he scored last night, Kurt.
They let him.
The Cleveland,
Yeah.
the Lakers did lose though, so
Pistons won yesterday.
All
Pistons
right.
did.
We're on the board.
Big victory.
Have you been watching their games? I don't have now they're on the FanDuel network. I don't have that on YouTube TV. So and I'm not going to pay for the
No.
$20 a month for the app. So
No, if they were contenders, I would consider.
yeah.
But no, I'll just keep up on ESPN as much as I can.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's get to our top three again. Today is Halloween as we are recording. Big Mo, I know we did this same one a year ago for top three, but let's do it again.
Sure. I don't remember.
And on board, I don't even remember what I we're going top three trick or treat / Halloween candy.
Real Estate Ryan has been in real estate for over 20 years. and can help you with all your real estate needs. Realtor Ryan has helped me in my journey in learning about real estate, and he can do the same for you, whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just learn more about real estate in general. Ring Realtor Ryan.
Rewind to when you were a kid and you were going out trick-or-treating. What were the top 3 candies that you were hoping to get? Trent,
So,
you got the wheel ready to go.
I got the wheel.
All right, let's do it.
Let's see. Kurt.
Oh, all right. I will go third.
Taking third. And for the first pick of the draft, Big Mo.
Ooh.
All right, Big Mo. Let's kick it off.
First.
Well,
First
you can take second.
Or you can
No,
take
I ain't
second.
taking second. Come on now.
Yeah, if you want it, you can have it.
Yeah, I'll pass. I'll pass. Give me the first pick, baby. Give me the first pick.
All right, what do you got?
Easy pick. Easy pick here. I'm going Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh, I had that one on my list.
Is there any? Oh, it had it on the list. It was the top on your list. Come on now. Nothing better. Nothing better.
Can we add another Reese's product, or does it?
No, you
Oh,
can.
sure.
Up?
Oh,
you
sure.
can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, let's be honest. There's not a better combination out there than chocolate and peanut butter, I don't think.
No,
In my opinion.
I agree.
I've got one that's close, but I'm going Reese's peanut butter cup.
Did you guys ever have that one house in your neighborhood that actually passed out not the snack size versions, but the regular size versions?
Oh, definitely.
I just went to the places that did that.
Did you see the story on JJ Watt's Halloween?
What does he do?
His cul-de-sac or his community that he lived in banned him from giving out candy after like 3 years because I don't know exactly. He would give out the bag of the mini candies.
Oh, oh my gosh.
And so the first year it was really good because the first year it was good because nobody really knew about it. Second year it got a little more crazy, and finally, like the third year, they're like, "Dude, you can't do this. Like this is just so it just gets so crazy around here." So then they like blocked off all their entrances so no one could get in. So people started parking miles down the road, walking. And so JJ, the third year, he left during the Halloween time, and he came back, and there were like people just in his yard hanging out, had notes and stuff left, like, "Oh, hey, I drove 5 hours. Really disappointed. You didn't hand out candy this year."
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. There's a great story. I forget which podcast I was watching that on.
That's awesome.
I can't remember. But sorry.
I thought you were going to say they banned him because it was just too much candy to give to a kid, but you're saying they banned it because of how many people.
How many people was draw? Like, yeah, people were just coming from all over to probably just to obviously get candy from him. But again, he was giving out the full bag of the mini treats.
Oh wow. All right, Trent, second pick. What do you got?
I gotta go with I guess this goes for any holiday, but like the pumpkin Reese's peanut butters. Like the shape, like they do the Christmas trees, they do the eggs, and they do the pumpkins.
I see what you did there.
Okay.
I swear they're different.
All right.
Oh, the different shape for sure, different shape. But I
Yeah,
do like it that we got my pick actually is like 2 picks. One
Pretty
and
much.
two. Shows you how great the Reese's peanut butter cup is.
Very true.
Oh, sure. Well, my top one is it's my favorite candy of all time, plain M&Ms. So my first pick here in round 1, third overall pick, plain M&Ms, the Big Mo that always triggers you.
No, it does. Like who eats plain M&Ms? It's like mayo. It's like
Oh, speaking of that, I was gonna bring this up to kick off the show. I did end up making the Chipotle mayo, canned Chipotle peppers into the blender, mayo into the blender, pepper, garlic, a little French powder, or not French, ranch flavoring into the blender, blended it all up, came out amazing. Chipotle mayo.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't add M&Ms.
No, that was I
Some
wouldn't take
plain M&Ms.
Plain M&M. That's like the worst. Like almost. I got that towards the bottom of my worst candies ever.
All right, so now let's move on to round two. I got the first pick in round two then, and I'm going to take probably my all-time favorite candy bar, and that is the Milky Way.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I do like Reese's peanut butter
Hey,
cups.
there are people watching this who are leaving. Those are like the two worst candies ever. I mean, the only thing that could top this off, Kurt, is if your last pick is a Three Musketeers. If that's your last pick tonight, I'm not coming on the show anymore. I'm done.
Oh, wow. Well,
Okay, just, I'm forewarning you.
all right. Well, hey, to the fans watching right now, before you do leave, please let us know in the comments what your three favorite or just some of your favorite Halloween candy is. All
Or
right.
your worst, because I bet M&Ms and freaking Milky Ways are on there.
Oh, Trent. Trent.
I'm gonna go with Butterfingers.
Oh,
Oh,
Butterfinger.
good one.
Yeah, I like Butterfingers.
It's not really one that you buy in the store, I feel like, but on a good
No.
Halloween, oh
If it's in the bowl, like the big Halloween bowl,
yeah.
I'll pick
Oh yeah,
those out.
definitely. Really a solid Blizzard flavor.
Yes.
Butterfinger,
Oh,
Yeah.
really solid, yes.
Yeah.
Easy pick here for me. Number two. I can't believe mine is on the board still.
What, Snickers?
Give me the left and the right Twix.
Oh, overrated.
Come on.
All right. Twix also does have the peanut butter and chocolate version. All right,
Caramel.
You're going with the original. No, that's a good one.
It is. Oh, I got to go again, don't I?
Yeah.
Man. This is a tough one because I did like Trent's as he threw in the Snickers. That's kind of like just an all-time favorite. But not for Halloween. Not for Halloween. So I'm going to go with a Kit Kat.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one.
Break me off a little bit of that.
Well, the cool thing about even with the snack size, with the Kit Kat is I think, well, maybe not. I think the snack size still has two, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's kinda cool.
They do have a single one that's really small, but
Yeah.
I would guess like the snack size is at least a double, if not a triple.
So that's kind of fun too, because you get two. You finish one and I still got another one. I mean, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and actually tastes good, unlike an M&M regular plain.
All right, Trent, your last pick.
My last pick, give me peanut M&Ms.
Okay. Who likes those?
I do. I'm a little
Big
bit
Mo,
more
do you like peanut M&Ms better or the peanut butter? Or yeah, the peanut butter M&Ms.
peanut butter.
Okay. They're
Peanut
good.
butter. All those M&Ms are pretty darn good though, besides plain.
What other ones do they got? Caramel,
Yeah.
pretzel?
Caramel.
The pretzel ones are really good. The caramel's good. Yeah. Like, why would you choose plain over when you can just have something different?
I'm
Makes
playing.
no sense.
I like
Kurt,
just cheese on my pizza. I like just cheese and ketchup on my cheeseburgers. I'm playing. What can I say?
Just like cheese on my M&Ms.
Drinks mayonnaise.
Well, I don't want you to leave the show, Big Mo.
Hold on. Is Three Musketeers the next one, Kurt?
It was going to be, but it's not anymore because I don't want you to leave.
Oh my gosh.
That or a payday.
Oh no. All right, here's one that it popped into my head.
It was actually Three Musketeers, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah. But I don't want Big Mo. No. Lifesavers sucker. So it's like it's got the Lifesaver It's those suckers that are kind of they're mixed with like the white, so you got like if it's a cherry lifesaver,
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
and
Oh,
lifesaver makes a
oh,
version of that sucker.
that's a good
Uh,
Halloween one. That's a good. You'll see those in the Halloween times.
Again,
Yeah,
that's kind of like it's not one that I would probably regularly ever really buy, but always a special treat during for Halloween. So,
definitely.
Respect.
All right,
uh,
I'll stick around.
all right, hey, did you get all right, we got to go back.
Oh,
Or are we done?
That's it.
That's
that's
it.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Did you guys ever have anyone in your neighborhoods that would give out anything crazy like non-candy that you remember?
I think
Once
one
in a
year
while,
I
I get
got
like
like
that.
an apple.
An
Oh,
apple?
Mhm.
chucking that right back at that person.
Yeah, yeah.
How about like you used to get like the McDonald's gift certificate kind of thing?
Oh, okay. That's not a bad one.
No, no.
Like
Uh,
the one you get from a football ticket.
No, they would be like they'd have like a pack of five, so you get like a free apple pie or
Oh,
a free
nice.
small sundae or a free cone.
Yeah.
Um, something small, but not all bad.
we had someone in our neighborhood, and I don't remember if they did it every year. Maybe they did. They would give out pennies. 1 penny.
What?
Yeah, 1 penny.
I wouldn't be going back to that house.
No, they can keep their penny.
Yeah, yeah, seriously.
So yeah, when you get home after trick or treating, dump everything out on the table, and there'd be all this great candy and a penny.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
No razor blades.
Nope, never had a razor blade. Thank goodness.
I
Uh,
always hated getting milk duds.
I don't mind milk duds. I like milk duds.
They
One
hurt my mouth. I had you chew the life out of them.
I always
See,
hate
again,
when
it's one of
the
those things that you only get on Halloween. Like, who's going into the store? I guess if I do go to a movie once in a while, I might dabble in a milk dud or a Whopper.
They might last you longer. You're
I,
sitting there chewing for half the movie.
I like Whoppers too, but I can only handle a certain amount, and then my stomach starts to hurt.
Yeah.
Um, One that I hated getting, and I know Big Mo, you like these, the chocolate coconut candy bars. So was it Almond Joy?
Ooh.
Mm,
Um,
Again, like I wouldn't go into a store and buy one,
that's a
but
good Halloween candy.
it's a great Halloween candy
Yeah,
because it's something different.
I agree.
yeah. Um, is it Almond Joy? Or what am I
Yeah,
thinking?
almond joy.
Yeah,
Isn't
you
there
were right.
another one too?
What's that?
Isn't there another one that's chocolate with coconut?
Well, there's the blue one and the red one.
Okay.
I think one has like maybe
An almond on it.
an almond in it, and the other one's just
Okay.
chocolate coconut.
Okay. So that one I definitely did not like at all. Any other ones that you guys had on your list that we didn't get to?
Yeah, the I was gonna take like the mixed bag of it's like the Krekel and Mr. Goodbar and the
Oh yeah.
regular Hershey's. Those
Yeah.
little squares,
Yep. Those
the
are good.
rectangles. Those were always good.
I
The
like the
good
Hershey.
bars, Mr. Goodbar's always got picked out of there.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the best one of that group.
Yeah,
I'm going with the Hershey's, the plain chocolate.
just like the longer
How many,
rectangle
Trent,
one.
how many of those chocolate ones on those packages probably have never gotten eaten? They're just like in the trash somewhere.
Yeah.
A lot, because that was always like what was left of the
Oh
bag
yeah, it's
after
like,
you
who's
ate
eating this garbage?
all your other good stuff.
Drop it off at Kurt's, please.
Did you guys ever have anyone in your neighborhood that would just have the bowl out there and just say, "Please take one"?
Oh yeah,
Did you follow that?
AKA take the whole bowl.
Uh, any other ones that we missed?
I like you little Skittle snack pack. Didn't mind those.
I was
Yep.
always indifferent on that bag though because it was like Skittles and then the 2 pack of Starburst where you knew you got the
Oh
two worst flavors.
Yes,
yeah,
that was a good one.
But if I forgot what else was in there, like a Twizzler.
I think it
How
was
about
those
the
three, right?
how about
Yeah.
the little teeny box of Nerds,
Oh yeah,
where you just open it up?
just knock it back. Yeah, shot of Nerds.
All
Yeah,
right.
some of the sweeter candies were pretty good, but you didn't get a ton of them.
Yeah,
I felt like that kind of came into play a little later with like the Sour Patch Kids, like the mini bags and
Yeah.
those types, like the gummy ones.
yeah.
Yeah. We never had those, Kurt, growing up, probably. Any of
No,
those. It
no.
was all chocolate.
Yep. All chocolate. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
What was the worst?
Well, again, for me, the worst was chocolate coconut almond joys.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ugh, I hate coconut.
What about the Red Hot Fireball?
Ooh, I like those.
You like that?
Yes, that was a popular one in our day. Yeah, I like
Was
those.
there one like a wrapper that was just awful that you just hated getting?
Um,
Like
Laffy Taffy
which one? No, I didn't mind Laffy Taffy.
Just
or
stick to it.
what was the other one? What's the other
Oh,
one? It's like hard. It's like a
oh, I
uh,
can't. That's what I'm trying to think of. Like what?
hard fruity candy that. Oh, are you talking about like those? They were just they had no label on them, and they were
Yeah,
wrapped in like a little wax paper.
yeah.
Yeah, what were those?
Oh,
I
I don't
can't
think
think
I
what
ever
those were.
even tried them.
what are those like
No,
sea salt candies or something? What are those called?
no, even worse, Trent. Even worse.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Because we also had, I can remember like how about the bit o' honey?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
No.
Even though I will say, as I age, those aren't actually bad. I don't think. I don't think
Was
I
that
ever
like
ate them as a kid.
Charleston
But
chews?
Charleston
ooh,
shoes. Yes, those were
how about
pop.
the ooh? Now I think another good one. The marsh yellow or
I know what
it
you're talking
looked
about.
like it looked like a peanut butter cup, but it was like chocolate with like a marshmallow inside.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
called
Can't
the
think of
Three
the
Musketeers, Big Mo.
no. If I had a Three Musketeers, I was trading it or throwing it out. Same with milk. Even though I actually enjoy a Milky Way now, but I viewed Milky Way the same way.
Yeah.
What is
Like
that? A Snickers without the peanuts?
Well,
I
it
think so.
it has caramel in it and nougat, kind of like Three Musketeers. It's almost more like a Three Musketeers with caramel in
Yeah.
Okay.
Hence they both.
it.
They both suck.
Nobody said Snickers, did they? Did we?
Well, we brought
No.
it up.
We brought it up, but it wasn't in any of our top threes.
No, because I just think like if I go into the store, I can grab a Snickers. That satisfies me. But at Halloween, I don't need that. I want something a little different, a little something I don't buy every day.
Sure.
Should have said the caramel apple suckers.
Ooh, another
Ooh,
good one.
yeah,
That's not
Those
one.
are good at Halloween.
those are good too.
You know what? Another bad one was Raisinets.
Oh,
Oh,
I was gonna bring that one up.
brutal.
Isn't that? Yes.
Such a disappointment.
That that was definitely like the older crowd handing out candy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Like
you
who
gotta
even
think
thinks?
those the people that hand those out, they gotta know, like, no one wants that. Why are you handing that out?
They're probably left over from 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Probably.
or you just want to be a jerk, and you're like
Yeah,
I could see going to the store right now and just buying all the worst candy and just putting it in a bowl and see who takes it.
yeah, damn kids.
All right, guys. Anything else here before we wrap it up?
I don't think so.
All right. Big weekend this weekend. Everyone, enjoy it. College football Saturday, NFL Sunday. Big game for the Lions. Traveling to Lambeau Field. Enjoy the game. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you on the next one.